Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the intriguing topic, the difference between high and low value men. Now, when you hear high value, you might think of success, money, or power, but there is much more to it, especially when we talk about personal development and integrity. So let's unpack what truly makes a man high value and why this matters. So first off, common perceptions of high value men. First, let's talk about what is commonly thought of as high value. Society often portrays high value men as those who are wealthy, maybe have prestigious careers or hold leadership positions. These are the men who seem to have it all: the flashy cars, the big houses, the power, the influence. But while these aspects can contribute to a man's value in the eyes of society, they barely, if at all, scratch the surface of what true value means. It's important to understand how these perceptions impact men as well. From a young age, men are bombarded with messages that tie their worth to what they can achieve and own. This can lead to a pursuit of success that neglects personal growth and integrity. But what if we shifted our focus from what a man has to who he is? Let's talk about the crucial role of integrity in defining high value. Integrity is often lauded as a virtue, but its practical importance goes beyond moral accolades. At its core, integrity involves being true to your word, consistent in your actions, and honest with yourself and others. It's about aligning your actions with your deeply held beliefs and values, ensuring that you act according to principles of honesty and fairness, regardless of the situation. Let's talk about why integrity matters. Consistency in character. So integrity means that your values and behaviors are aligned consistently, not just when it's convenient. This consistency is visible to others, and it forms the basis of genuine trust and respect, and we do all want that. So for example, a man who promises to support his colleagues and then follows through, even when there are no immediate benefits to himself, demonstrates integrity. Think about making ethical choices, for instance, as a factor of integrity. So integrity involves making the right choices, not just the easy ones. And this might mean speaking out against unfair practices at work or making a stand for someone who is being mistreated or treated poorly, even when it could be personally or professionally risky. Another factor to think about is self-respect. So when you live with integrity, you build self-respect because you know that your actions are not at odds with your beliefs. So much of that same alignment, this internal peace, is crucial for long-term happiness and confidence. And impact on relationships is a massive factor here. So think about trustworthiness. People trust someone who acts with integrity because they don't have to guess whether that person will adhere to agreements or commitments. In both personal and professional contexts, that type of trust builds robust and more meaningful connections and also creates this reliability. So being seen as reliable, it's a direct outcome of acting with integrity. Others know that a man of integrity will keep his promises and follow through on commitments, making him a sought-after partner and a sought-after friend and leader. And speaking of leadership, integrity is a key of leadership. It is a key quality. Leaders who demonstrate integrity command respect and loyalty because their team knows that they can count on them to make fair decisions and to lead by example, creating a positive and principled work environment. What are the challenges of maintaining integrity? Well, short-term sacrifices stick out to me. So sometimes integrity requires making decisions that might have negative short-term consequences in favor of adhering to ethical principles. For example, declining a lucrative business deal because it involves unethical practices. Another factor might be social pressure. So there are instances when maintaining integrity means going against the grain of social norms or expectations, which can lead to isolation or criticism. However, the respect and trust built by maintaining integrity often builds, I would say always builds and yields greater long-term benefits and relationships. Let's talk about assertiveness versus people-pleasing. First off, assertiveness. So being assertive means expressing your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a straightforward and respectful way. It means setting boundaries and defending them. It means making decisions that are right for you, not just those that please others, right? On the flip side, we have people pleasing. So that's a behavior pattern where a person prioritizes the happiness of others at the expense of their own needs. While it might seem like a benign trait, excessive people pleasing can lead to resentment, burnout, and even relationships built on uneven grounds. It can signal low self-esteem and a lack of self-worth. Assertiveness training, which we explore deeply in my course on honing assertiveness, helps individuals move away from people-pleasing behaviors. It empowers them to value their own needs and desires as much as they value others, which is crucial for personal happiness and fulfilling healthy relationships. All right, let's take a deep dive into self-mastery and emotional needs. Okay, let's start off with self-mastery. So self-mastery it's not about controlling impulses or maintaining discipline, although these are important elements. It is about deeply understanding your own behaviors and the emotional responses that drive them. This understanding allows you to navigate through life's challenges with grace and resilience, making decisions that align you with long-term values and long-term goals rather than being reactive to temporary short-term circumstances. Understanding self-mastery begins with awareness. It requires one to continuously reflect on their thoughts and actions and to evaluate how these are influenced by their emotions. For example, recognizing when frustration leads to rash decisions or when happiness leads to complacency. This kind of awareness enables a man to develop strategies to maintain emotional balance and clarity of thought under pressure. So this is equally important. The emotional needs piece is major and often left off the table. So every individual has basic emotional needs such as the need for acceptance, love, feeling of safety. High-value men understand these needs and actively work towards fulfilling them in a healthy way. And this doesn't mean relying solely on others for fulfillment. Instead, it means creating a life where these needs can be met through a combination of personal resilience, meaningful relationships, and community engagement. So for instance, a high-value man recognizes the need for connection and cultivates relationships that are supportive and reciprocal. He also understands the importance of giving space in relationships, allowing for personal growth and autonomy, which in turn fosters deeper intimacy and trust. Emotional stability through self-mastery is an important aspect here. So by addressing his emotional needs, a man not only ensures his own well-being, but also enhances his interactions with others. He becomes less prone to emotional outbursts and more capable of handling stress and adversity. This stability is so attractive. It draws people toward him, whether in platonic, romantic, or professional relationships. This is a big deal, guys. So I really hope that this is landing for you. To wrap up, being a high-value man, it's not about what you achieve externally, but who you become internally. It's about integrity, assertiveness, self-mastery, as we spoke about. These traits build a foundation not just for success in the traditional sense, but for meaningful and authentic relationships. Thank you for watching. If you found this discussion insightful, please like, subscribe, share the video. Let's continue the conversation in the comments. What does being a high-value man mean to you? And for those interested in going deeper, check out our full course on assertiveness and self-mastery. The link is in the description below. I'll see you there.